you're holding me and holding back, I don't really care for that.
Hey guys, long time no see. It's your man, BBR Chano. Back on set.
Back again,
Here
baby.
with the dudes. As always.
I prefer to be called the Magooter.
All right, let's get it straight. Let's get our names all straight and ready. So how do we feel about Chano's disappearance?
You know, no, to be honest,
Kind of like what is the word? Intervention. Sorry, buddy.
I feel like it was needed. A switch up was needed.
no, it was just loss of commitment.
It was
Yeah.
bad scheduling.
No, loss of commitment, just really, just lack thereof. Did you watch the full podcast, the last one?
Yeah, I watched
Did you
the
see
last
how
one
we were
full.
talking about? Did you leave the science shit in or whatever?
Yeah.
The what?
When you were acting as a science professor.
You
then
left
he was
that-
a
yeah,
music
I haven't got
producer.
to that. I was like watching the beginning of it today. When I
That was like
shower.
half of the
Yeah, it was really half the
I
podcast.
was like listening to like just the beginning half when I was showering this morning. I was like, I just want to I want to see what he kept and what he did.
Yeah, what do you think about what I keep in and what I don't? Should I just go raw uncut?
I don't know. You can keep in whatever. I mean, you can't cancel me.
Usually the things I take out are like stuff that I'm like, yeah, that's cringy of me talking about or stuff like that.
Nearly Riga.
That'll probably come out. But I'll leave it in this time. See what the reaction's like.
I didn't really say anything bad.
You didn't at all. I agree with you. No, you're right, dude. I'm not trying to
I feel like
get
me
on your
probably made
case.
some pretty good points talking about space and shit that we didn't even know. I mean,
that was
I feel like if you really don't know us and you just turn that podcast
Yeah,
on,
that just comes
it
on.
kind of sounds like it could honestly
you're
be.
using big words that
It
people
can-
wouldn't know.
It could be pretty real.
The upper strat.
We're not gonna start that. Anyways,
No, we're not.
Kanye West comes out tonight, drops tonight.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big good. All right, let's hear what you were gonna say.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, do you guys think it's gonna be? Do you have high expectations?
Let's be honest.
Are you going into it just
Look at Donda now. Does anybody listen to Donda? Be honest.
no?
I
I
went
did
back
come
and not that long ago. I did go back and I was listening to some of the songs.
The only thing I remember is. How could I get through?
You can't deny that. That's
all
amazing
I
music,
remember
though.
from that Donda album because it was all over my TikTok. Other than that, no. I don't
What do you
remember.
feel about the new teeth implants,
From who?
Kanye?
It's
Yeah,
fucking disgusting.
I'm pretty
Kanye,
sure. You know how people get veneers
he got a veneer.
and how they shave their teeth down? Have you seen that? Like
Oh
when-
yeah, it's his little nubs.
it's little nubs. Yeah.
That's his teeth right now.
Well, he has hits like a titanium.
Oh yes, I
the
didn't know
top, the
that.
top of his teeth. He took out. He got veneer so he could just stick it in. It's like a permanent grill. Looks fucking stupid. You hear this, Kanye?
Even when he
fucking watching
talks, it's all.
No, that's no. I haven't come out tonight.
My name is West.
Not for me. 2012. Ugly ass smile.
That's crazy though that he would do that. But I guess you could take those out and just put regular veneers in. I hope so. If not, he's trying to do something groundbreaking.
He's,
Are
he's
they
always
gonna
doing
stick or
something
not?
crazy.
Got to kind of
I
respect
feel
it.
like Kanye some days is like normal, and then like maybe he forgets to take his.
You know what I
meds,
was thinking?
and then he's kind of not there.
This is a deep cut. I don't know why I was thinking about it, but I remember one time he was talking about. He's like, they call me Ye. Ye is the blah blah in the Bible. That's like the word thing. I feel like what Kanye's trying to do is be the good guy, but now he's trying to be the bad guy. So at one point he was like doing this God thing,
Oh
blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah.
and now he's trying to be the other side.
That's not a
It's
bad
kind of
take.
that's what I was thinking about.
'Cause I haven't seen none of his Sunday church thing.
And
where
he
used
like
to
was
do.
referring to himself as
Yay, Yeezus.
yeah, as Yeezy.
Jesus.
And now he's
So-
wearing all black and stuff.
I mean, he is black,
He is
Okay.
black.
so
Can't be white.
that's a fact. I mean, can't get away from that. Did you hear the great words Grizzy had to say?
Yeah, was.
Let's see what Grizzy has to say this time. Now that Chano's here.
How do you feel about Kanye?
Oh, I feel pretty good. That's
Nice,
all good.
Grizzy. All right.
I like where he told us where he was from, down south.
Yeah, down south somewhere, right?
Yeah, we found him in a dam.
Yeah, he just
Somewhere.
ended up over here.
Just kind of.
He's dripped out every day, though.
Yeah, he's dripped out. He's a little
Get him
stinky.
some trousers or something.
Can we even get trousers? We just have to cut the back and wrap it around him.
Wrap it.
Make him a little hula hoop, a little hula skirt, a little tutu.
Let's talk about some good memes from back in the day.
Man, how far are we talking?
Whatever comes to mind, I don't know.
Like you said, good
What's
man.
like something? Yeah, good memes. Memes.
Oh. You said
Don't
man.
get your head out of the gutter, dude.
I was like, man.
I was seeing like the Snapchat like where it showed you like a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
and one that popped up was when we were doing the little fake DJ thing, and you were doing it, and then Alan was doing it, and I was just like thinking, I was like,
Sai and his brother were here.
I think yeah.
That was funny.
Like, yeah, that's already a year ago.
That feels like 2 years ago.
That doesn't feel, no, not that one.
Oh,
It was like just a,
which one are you talking about?
you probably wouldn't remember. It was just like a little shindig we did.
Little soiree.
I have the one where Dave is at fucking B's house.
I kind of remember that.
I remember I worked the next day.
How does that feel with you whenever you have to go to work the next day after like a little drinkage in the system? Or you never
I mean,
really?
as long as I get at least 5 hours, I'm fine. If I go under like 4 is like the cap. Other than that, I'm gonna be miserable. I want to get this out the way. Drake's cock and balls, guys. I feel like we gotta bring it up. It's recent. We gotta show people that we're on top of this stuff.
What's the timeline of this?
This has happened 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days ago. Yesterday or 2 days? No, it's 2 days.
Okay, hasn't crossed my timeline yet.
I go on Instagram. I'm seeing all this stuff. Drake leaked this, and that. First thing, I open up on Twitter. I just literally open up on Twitter. Press like the home, like the refresh. This man's over here.
Stroking.
I'm like, what the fuck? I just saw Drake's cock and balls.
Holy shit, that's
mean-
big news.
I mean, it did. I don't think it's fake. Like, there's no way. Because you couldn't even do face AI on his face from that point. Like, you could just tell it's the hair.
You just had that.
You just
know.
fucking know.
Yeah.
Like, it. And then he confirmed it that it was him.
He confirmed it.
Yeah, he said it was him.
Damn. Can't hide it forever.
Well, we just know he's hung like a horse.
Is he?
He got a big old dick. I didn't mean to look, but you know that shit popped up. And
Do you
now
think
it was
he
already
piped
there.
Bobby Altoff?
Huh?
She's divorcing her husband.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Do you think he did?
maybe
No.
she slept with Drake. And that's why they're
I mean
divorcing.
that
That's a
podcast was in a
conspiracy.
bed,
Mm.
and then Jake and Lil Yachty were like kind of
Pressing her?
pressing her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that girl at all.
Hey, would you hit?
I don't like her style.
Would you hit?
No.
I have found myself watching a few of the podcasts. I
See, I don't
watched
think
Bobby
it's on my
Lee's, Drake's, Lil Yachty's. That's it.
I've been watching Logic's podcast.
Me too. Did you watch one with his dad?
Yeah, he started to like
He was
cry.
shitting on him for
He was
a
like,
minute.
yeah,
He
he's
was
honestly.
There's a part of me that's like, all right, Logic's kind of
Yeah,
fucked.
he's kind of a dick.
No, but he
You
was-
don't think he knows?
No, but he was being straight up. You gotta tell him because
He was being straight up, but
his
then it's
dad
like,
is being a fun. That is, I'm sorry, Logic, his dad. You're a real piece of shit.
You're telling me that was their first conversation about that?
because I've heard him say something about him buying his dad a truck like a long ass time ago, but in that podcast was when he was like, all right, I'll buy you a truck. So I don't know.
But do you feel like his dad honestly just like came back in because he became famous? Like, what?
Probably.
Imagine if Logic never blew up. I
Yeah.
wonder what his dad would still be like, and that's probably what Logic probably thinks too.
I agree. Yeah,
You gotta respect
he has his reasons. The only reason I say that is because he'll be like, oh, like constantly throughout the whole thing, he's like, yeah, but you were smoking crack. I know, crack. So it's, I can see how that gets annoying, but I get it.
But I will say
That's-
this, Logic, I'm not gonna hold back. When you first had your kid was a big ass head. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was.
Your kid wasn't cute. I don't want to be a dickhead, you know.
I actually
That's
really like
respectable.
Logic's like the scripts he writes for all the albums. I think the Ultra 85 album would be like alright, but the storytelling behind it is top tier for sure. He posted a little website where it was like folders and it was like an Easter egg thing just to like see like stuff. That was cool. I like Logic.
What's the coolest album promo you ever seen?
Promo.
I remember for Tyler the Creator, there was a number he posted, and you could call it, and they gave you like,
The Call If You Get Lost one.
yeah, I think it called if you get lost. I called the number, like little B, it's taught little
That's sick.
hotline,
Still
little
think that's cool.
Ivy, and I was like, ooh.
What another one?
Wee.
I think best albums when it comes down to story or like just like a whole I guess
Concept?
like a concept or story, I think Logic got
Yeah.
the best. He does it the best, and I feel like J. Cole maybe.
I don't think it has concept.
His aren't really concepts, but they're more like
Maybe
the
For Your
vibe-
Eyes Only was a concept.
But the
kinda.
vibe is like the same throughout the whole album. He didn't really like it's high.
No,
but,
KOD was a concept, but some songs were just
But-
regular songs.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like I feel it fits with like the theme of the album still. Where I feel like does Drake's albums really fit with the thing? I feel like he kind of just like recently. I feel like what he does is he just kind of records what he wants to, and then he just says, "I want this, this, and this on there."
I guess Views is the best one of that.
Uses
Like that album, the music matches the cover art. Incredible True Story matches the cover art. Old Kid Cudi, yeah. Not anything new.
Not new Kid Cudi, but maybe. What about 21 Savage?
Oh shit. So what do you guys feel about this podcast? Sometimes I think Chano despises being here.
No, I enjoy being here.
Ben, you like it?
I come here every week because I love it. And my people need me.
I just like hanging out with you guys, to be honest.
I like hanging out with y'all. But
Sometimes I'm a better listener than talker, so I like being around and I like listening.
Sometimes you need that
Sometimes
guy
I got
just-
something to say. Sometimes
ramble.
I
Grab
agree.
my
It's
brain.
fine. Dude, pass me some of that.
Bro, please.
All right,
It's your little sticks, dude. Little flavored sticks.
I was at Walmart today and I saw Nick Gum almost
Oh,
invested.
Nick Gum.
What? Nick Gum.
Yeah, it was
We're
like,
walking a thin line here, bud.
That's enough, buddy.
You guys said it.
this is becoming a theme.
Guys, you guys are that's a thin line. We're like on a tightrope, and that's like a thin line right there.
You guys like the visuals this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last week again.
We won't have to blur this one.
Did you notice that the podcast came out late?
Yeah.
I posted it up, copyrighted. And then my computer started being
You know
slow
what we
as
should
fuck.
do? We should do like I think it's Super Bad.
Did you hear this thing like
That's what kind of reminded me of it. You know, in Superbad, like if you play the credits too long or the intro, it's like Michael, whatever his last name is, all dancing like a silhouette, and that'd be funny. It was just like we make a reel of us dancing,
And
but
it just
it's
replays
silhouettes.
constantly.
I like that, yeah.
Us getting boogie.
You know what? After the podcast last week, Fobs made me watch Sassy the Sasquatch.
Ooh, do you know about Sassy?
No, I.
And I
wouldn't.
watched another.
Let's put it on. We need to watch it.
I don't know.
Sassy the
This is
Sasquatch.
good content.
Tell you what, doing that, it's gonna be sick. Look forward to it.
How'd you feel about Sassy?
I can see myself never watching that again.
It gives me Adult Swim vibes. Something that should be on Adult Swim.
Yeah, that's Adult Swim type vibes. How you feeling,
How you
mate?
feel?
How you feeling, mate?
Boy, mate, it's fucking tree, eh?
Big world out there, ain't it?
We do
Ain't it?
Sasquatch just walked. Starts Australian.
I'd be pumped.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about that though. You guys don't like my rock band idea?
I
Well,
do like
fuck
it.
you guys.
What?
We like
Nobody
the rock
said
band.
that.
No, you guys are shitting on me while I'm gone.
What did we say?
Chano wants to do all this crazy shit with rock band.
I said
No,
what I
you
said
you
was
said you like it better when it's like a one take.
when it's a
ordeal.
one night type thing.
No,
And I
it's just
never.
fucking around.
No, I know, but I'm still
I
gonna.
feel like the rock band thing is gonna be funny. It just has to be one of those days where it's like, let's do it.
To be honest, if we're being honest here, the reason that didn't happen was because of this man,
Yeah.
right?
I didn't have my fit. I wasn't there.
Hey,
I can admit that.
and I understand. I don't give a fuck. I don't give two fucks actually.
This guy's been going to the GCC every day.
Huh?
Trying to get back in shape, boy.
I got things to prove.
Mm.
I've been playing a couple basketball games. I'm not myself anymore. I'm tired of it.
You dunking?
I can dunk, but I'm
It's your
out of
jump
breath
shot.
doing
It's
it.
your
if it
shot.
ain't in the first 5 minutes, then I'm just too tired to do anything. I've been
So
going to the
fun.
gym honestly and running just to like. I'd rather have my stamina back than actually.
How much laps are you doing?
We'll run on the treadmill for like 30 minutes. Not run, but like walk and then run. But
That bike thing was fun too.
that bike was fun. But yeah, just I hate feeling tired. Tired.
Yeah.
I feel tired after work, but then I just
It's
fucking
understandable.
I have to suck it up.
It's more like mentally tired though, right?
It's mentally tired and physically because I'm be standing all day
Hmm.
on my feet and then my fucking I'm wearing dress shoes.
Oh yeah, that'll
That
do
don't
it.
help.
That'll do it.
And I gotta get in shape to. Somebody's got to be in shape for the fucking tournament.
Guess
None
what?
of you guys are.
Yeah,
I could be like
right.
this. I fucking know for sure I could probably still keep up. I say that as me like saying I know I can.
I think I'm the
I
best
feel
in
like
shape
always-
here.
I'm gonna say this out of usually out of everybody except for like you two, but I feel like for me being even like when I do get chubbier, even fatter, I feel like I'm the only one that honestly be running back or trying to get back.
I don't run back at all.
Or I run full court. You won't see me stop. I
See,
always
but we
keep
can't
running.
compare this to the last season. How long ago was that?
No,
2
not
years
last
ago?
season. I'm just saying like when we play basketball in
We haven't
general.
played basketball. You haven't played basketball.
I know, but I feel like my stamina never really leaves me. That's one thing I'm like very like.
You're a hustler.
I got that stamina in me. You know,
Yeah,
I'm a little.
yeah.
You know, got a little tummy on me, but I can still run.
I think whenever we go play at like the prison, I don't really take it as serious, so that's why I'm not. But even in the games, I remember I was tired. I would still get for sure. I'd for sure get tired if we played.
Last season, I wasn't that tired. I was actually pretty good shape.
I will say this: what's one thing when you leave basketball? What's the one thing that you feel like leaves you?
When
I
you
feel like one
leave
thing
basketball-
that doesn't leave me, like when I don't, one thing that doesn't leave me is my jump shot for some reason. I can come back and I still feel like I hit the same, but my layups and my handles,
handles for me.
oof, man, I be feeling so slow.
I feel like the handles. Like I always feel like comfortable dribbling.
And my I can't do like I can still make basic layups, right? But I can't do like
It just doesn't feel as
jellies
clean.
or finger rolls. They don't feel right. It feels weird. I don't like it. I know I'm not gonna.
When was the last time we played or like together? I don't remember last time I played basketball.
I couldn't even tell you. It's been.
Alan then went. I didn't go because I was setting up. Alan's all, let's go.
Was he pissed that
He was hurt that I didn't go. I think they're all.
us
"Ben,
three
we're supposed to
didn't go?
But I was like, I have a 70-inch TV. I just moved all my stuff in my room. I have to put clothes away.
Who ended up going that night?
It was like Alan, Javi, Miguel,
I think they said that.
Bernie,
Yeah.
Saya,
Chips.
Chips, and Adon and Alan. That's about it. And they were like, we couldn't play fours because you didn't go. And I was like, well, guess what? I had to fucking put a TV up.
Speaking about that,
A 70.
when are we seeing the new streaming room? You moved into a new room recently.
I gotta get it first.
He moved
first
in.
of
He
all-
moved away from the kids' room to the master bedroom.
First of all, there's some things I want to do. First, I gotta get my posters up. All right. Gotta get the posters up. Gotta get my LEDs up. That's one thing for sure.
I think you put it. I think you.
And then I gotta get my couch.
I think you're doing. I think you just need to do it. I think you're waiting.
And it's not ready. My room don't look. It's not my aesthetic. I don't like it. I need my lights at least. The one thing I at least need is my lights. I can have the lights and the poster up, but the couch can wait. I don't care about the couch. But the couch will be nice because what if I just want to invite the boys over? We on my streaming setup. There's a couch there.
Same bed and everything though.
Same bed. The room's huge too.
So there's way more space.
Yeah, ask him. That shit's huge. Like that
It's a
room's
it's a master bedroom room.
And
It's
me-
the when you first walk into the house, right?
No. That's my grandma's room.
It's on the
still.
opposite
the
side.
other one where my cousin was. That
Yeah,
big
I've
room with
seen
the
it.
master bedroom, and it's got a walk-in closet. And
Living
huge.
large,
And
baby.
me and my dad, we finished the restroom. So just got getting making everything.
Finished the
nice, slowly.
restroom. What did you need to do?
We
Caulking.
had to fix the door because one of the wheels was kind of broken.
Hmm.
And we had to put what's it called, some caulking on the fucking sign right there.
Damn.
Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. And then now me and my dad just gotta set up my stereo system. Cause I would honestly, I'd be bumming. My grandma says, "Turn that down.
Turn that racket
Tell me
down."
turn my music down."
Do you play music pretty loud?
No, not like super loud, but enough to
Yeah,
feel like
right.
a little boom.
Every day
But
at
she's
the
on the-
cabin at 7 a.m.
She's at the other side of the house, so you know
Hey,
it's
it's good
free
music.
reigns.
It's good
free reigns to
music.
me.
Can't eat on good music.
You can't. I be in there. I'm with the bartender.
Looking at me.
Mm. With her. You ready for Super Bowl? Are you going to Dave's Super Bowl thing?
Yeah. You're going to that?
I feel like me and Kat, she's going to her grandma's, but I told her If anything, we might pull up a little later than everybody. Because I told my uncle I would watch some of it with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel bad if I don't.
I'll probably go a little later.
But I'm going to go a little later. I'm not going right away. But I
I'll
told
probably
Dave.
be there. I don't know when it's supposed to start, but
Nah, I don't know how many heads are going to be there.
It seems like everybody that's come over so far knows about it, so probably gonna be pretty big.
Yeah, we'll
It's
see
about a
how-
brand new house, I guess. It's like a housewarming party. Shout out to
Yeah.
Dave. Love you,
Shout
bro.
out Dave.
Dave, new music.
Dave Dimmadome. He ain't as good as Pitbull, though. I'm sorry, Dave.
Got some bangers on
We
him.
need to show him that party song.
Yeah, that party. Oof.
That was gonna hit.
That
Should we
one-
give him a little run or no?
A little rough around the edge, but it got the.
I don't know.
They got it.
There were some gay things that were said with little drunk.
Jump gay
drunkness,
things.
Little drunk gay things.
I don't know why when it comes to freestyling, if it's like a serious, you can't do it. But if it involves any kind of gay stuff, you can go on
freestyle
for.
my ass off if it's gay.
I don't know
How does
why
that
you
work?
do that.
It's just gay.
Easy.
Being gay is a talent.
Oh,
Yeah, if you're gay, I have respect for you.
there's some talent in there.
There's some things that you do that are. Oh,
And you
holy.
you
So I can
admire
only
that, huh?
Speak from talking to gay people,
Yeah.
spitting on some slob.
You were watching that, Jake. You probably rewatched that a couple times, huh?
To be honest, no. I saw it and then I was like, yeah, no. I saw his dick. And I was like, I'm out of here.
Scroll and then like quick up scroll.
Yeah, no. And Twitter's awful because it goes from like my Twitter would go from like fucking like NBA stats to
Beheadings.
ass to fucking cartel killing to fucking Drake's dick back to NFL memes. Twitter is
There's a lot of stuff to see in this world, huh?
unhinged, which is really its own thing.
All the things that are happening right now in this moment.
We'll never know. All right, I got a question.
All right.
Or not really a question. Well,
Host finally at it.
I've been at it. I asked it, or I didn't come. So recently, I've just been trying to switch up my style. Not my style, just like
What kind of style are we talking?
what I wear. Like I'm tired of wearing jacket and sweatpants
Wear
every day.
jeans.
I'm saying, but just not just with jeans, but just everything. Make style.
Get some piercings.
What do you do when you? That's not like regular stuff. Like clothes wise, wearing baggy, wearing.
Savers, I'm telling you. If I buy stuff that you think just looks sick, and you might not even wear it, and then one day you'll throw it on. I bought those striped black and red pants. But for me, it's different because I plan to make something with them.
I don't know. I've just been trying to.
I have so much
Kinda.
clothes that I don't wear, but there's days where I just say, I won't wear this.
Yeah.
I buy clothes because I know eventually there's gonna be a day where I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna wear this.
I just feel like every day I wake up, put on sweats, put on a jacket, and I'm cool. But I'm like, if I throw on pants, I'm like, oh.
I remember there was these pants. I think I gave them to Sai because you tried them on. You're like, no, they're too big. But I knew those would be like a sick one for you to wear. I have some stuff that I could that I'll give you.
Just like everything.
I don't know. I think my style is still the same it's always been.
I feel like it doesn't have to be a crazy change, but
Well, then what are you kind of talking about? Style, pants,
just
changing, wearing some baggy pants. Will,
just
make you,
wearing what I want to,
yeah, there's sometimes that you have a piece of clothes. You're like, I want to wear that. You try it on. You're like, nah.
yeah,
I
I just over I don't
I
know.
actually did that with this. I was wanting to put it on, and
Alright.
then I just put it on.
Listen to this. This might sound stupid to you guys.
Let's hear it. I
bought some
stupid.
clothing that I feel like won't look good on me unless I lose some weight. But I was like,
That's a good motivator.
I could lose some weight. I kill this right now. I
Put
have
it-
some
can we get
jackets
it?
and some stuff. I'm like, man, if I really just put in the effort, man,
What is
I
it, a
could-
little white beater?
Nah, not
What is
white
it?
beater. It's like some shirts, like some jackets that I have. I'm like, this would look so much better if I was just a little bit thinner. I was thinner. But I'm like, I'm gonna get this because I think this is hard. And if I don't use it, sometimes I just let Kat use it because she's smaller.
Do 50 push-ups every night.
This reminds me when I was in the academy, man.
No, it's worth it.
You're incarcerated.
Yeah.
You're
No, I just gotta
institutionalized.
start running again. Gotta start running and watch what I eat.
And I feel like it's not even that big of a thing. Like that's that simple. Just do 50 push-ups a night. And then that'll grow into like.
I've been
100
trying to want to go to
push-ups.
the gym, but it's like, I come home and I'm like exhausted sometimes from work, and I just take my shoes off and I get on my bed, put on YouTube or anime, watch it for like 2 hours. Then I'll play games for like an hour, maybe 2 hours, and then I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm happy. Let's go.
Why is it so hard to do the things that we like actually want
I
to do?
want to
I
do
have no
it, but it's
clue.
just like, I think it's more like the whole thing with me with the gym is once I get there, I do it. It's the hard part for me is always just getting there because it's like,
The gym's a good way because you're like surrounded by workout stuff.
I don't want to fucking.
I don't really like going to the gym too much. I'd rather do stuff at the house.
I like going to the gym.
I only like the center. Bunch of old people there.
I like the gym that I have like the pass to. Like I walk in there, it's like dead sometimes. I'm like, just me.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go there. About me and Kat were like good. I was going there, and Fernie, it was me, Fernie, and Kat were going like for 3 months straight. Just going lifting weights. Me and Fernie were running. Me and Fernie would hoop for like maybe 30 to 45 minutes together. Straight shooting drills, layups, and then we'd come back, we'd do some running. And then he would do whatever. I would do like back and legs or something. He would go do something else, and then like within
How
an
much
hour,
does
I
it
feel like.
cost to go to the center?
$7 if you just want to get in. And then I was looking at the memberships. It's like $60 a month or like $160 for 3 months.
160 for 3 months.
That makes sense. Or 60 for a month makes sense. That's only 9 days. If you pay 7.
Is it because there's no way to regulate what you go to?
Yeah, because you get
can literally just
access.
walk
Yeah,
down.
you can play basketball. You can go swimming. I mean, I guess you're getting a little.
I like
More.
the community college gym.
Yeah, community college is fucking expensive.
How much is that one? 9? Something
If you're
like
not a student, you're paying. How much was it? Like $10 just to get in to play basketball.
that? I feel like it was
$8?
like 7, around the same.
Gyms are crazy.
I feel like we should all just come together and fucking just buy a fucking
Gym.
not a gym, but like a fucking. I literally have all the weights. If we just bought a fucking thing, we could just put all that shit in there. Like my dad has a leg press. My dad has a fucking bench. My dad has so much fucking weights and stuff that just fucking move all that shit in there.
I like the fact of like going to the center or like the community college, especially if it's like with you guys, like every other day. That would be fun.
I'm not gonna lie though. You know what? I feel like all right. There's one thing that I don't like about the gym that we go with, or the one that Alan takes us to, or the one that I still have. My car still works, but it just ain't got a wood court. I love something about wood courts. It's got a nice
got like a
bouncy
rubber court,
feel
huh?
to it, man. I mean, you play on concrete, it's nice because honestly, that's not bad, but it's bad on your legs. First of all,
Honestly, that gym is. I hate that gym now. It's so dirty and like.
well, we have to always fucking clean it. That's another thing. I fucking
Roll
make
up the mats.
fucking roll.
Move 10 million chairs and then put them back.
But the only thing that's nice is like it is a gym. Like it's
No, you
I
can't
ain't
hate on
complaining.
that.
it's nice.
And just stating some facts.
No, that's the only thing I hate too. I used to hate, and then the thing is like they never put anything away. So it's like whoever goes, that's your job. You gotta do it. You want to do it, you gotta do it. It's like do something about it.
Mm.
But let's
So-
see. I think this week I do want to go hoop. I feel like that is reasonable for all of us to go hoop this week, at least, even if it's just like us three and Alan or something.
Let's
wanna
do
go.
it.
I've honestly been hooping a lot too at Fort Marcy with like my other people that I used to go hoop with, and it's
Been pretty
Good.
enjoyable.
just running. Getting my bounce back a little bit.
Has B been going or no?
He's been wanting to go to the gym with us. He hasn't this past 2 days, but he said he's gonna go tomorrow. I feel like everyone recently has been wanting to go to the gym. I don't know why. But
Just something in the air.
Brandon played in the Tuesday basketball game we had, and he said he was dying.
I bet.
That's the worst feeling. Just like not like
Yeah,
I used to feel that way when I would be at practice.
It
for
feels
college.
like that feeling feels like
I just want to
phlegm.
give up. I don't care. Like no, at that point, like I just don't care
you just sit
about
stand there.
anything. I used to run to the bathroom during basketball practice and sit in there for like 10 minutes.
Yo, that's a good. Oh,
And
that's
I'm
a
like,
good story.
Yeah, this is the last year I'll ever be.
This is life.
I don't know why he was making you guys fucking do so much fucking like cardio.
Really wasn't that much. I was just
This is all the vape you were shitting.
Yeah, I never took it serious.
It's weird
But
how.
then again, I will say that I enjoyed elementary school basketball was so fun. It was just you're a kid first of all.
It was exciting. That was like the biggest day of the year,
Yeah,
a
like-
basketball game.
You'd show up like 3 hours after school with your whole jersey on already.
You're fitted up. Everybody's looking at you like he balls.
You on C squad, B squad?
I remember.
On A squad.
I remember day of my championship game. Must have been 5th grade. Woke up early in the morning. Probably couldn't sleep that good the night before. Woke up early. Run to my parents' house, my parents' room. Mom, it's the done of the game. And I open the door. They're piping.
That's traumatizing. That's traumatizing.
And I just kind of
Slowly.
Did you not say anything?
No, but I don't know how they didn't hear me. I remember I was like, Mom.
Pumped.
I mean, it's weird to think about, but think about it. You got here because your parents did something.
Yeah,
I never want to think about
I'm
that.
not
But it's
hating
like,
on them. Could have had a little brother from that.
I just don't want to see it, you know.
yeah. Thank God I never.
You think you have any other hidden brothers out there?
Oh no.
No?
No. I wouldn't know. They would probably come out like Alan. Another
He's not a
Alan
bad
would be
guy.
crazy.
If you guys were
Three
three
brothers.
brothers, you guys would have been.
Oh my.
That would have been the
God.
worst
Having
situation
Three
for
brothers
you.
would have been so like.
Like, what if there's a younger brother?
I wouldn't. Oh my. I would have so much more freedom. I feel like because I was the youngest, they were always on my ass. If I had a younger brother, would have taken that off. And since you're the middle kid, the way I see it, if you're middle, you kind of got this like, you know,
Like, and do whatever.
they
the
care
fuck
about
you
me, but I'm not really. Like they still care about me a lot, but I'm not like the main focus. As like the youngest one, cause he's young. The older one, cause he gotta get his shit together. I'm in the middle. I'm feeling that nice little sweet spot. I'm gonna go do this. I don't know. Fobs is the middle. So
He is indeed.
want. I don't know.
how do you feel about being the middle child? Is there any like, and how do you feel being the youngest? Is there like because I don't have you guys have 3 siblings. I don't.
I didn't really see none different.
No.
Anything he did, I had to do. Anything I had to do, he did.
Yeah.
No, but like in like a sense of like parents treating you a certain way because you were middle and youngest and oldest. Like was your dad kind of hard on Tara?
I honestly don't know. I don't think so.
I think it's more of like a in the kid's mind thing. So maybe my sister, since she's the oldest, she's like, oh, I feel like I have to be a good example. Middle, I'm like, oh, well, I have my sister to think, but I don't want to be an idiot because I know Chana might be watching me. Like maybe I'll think that here and there.
How about you? What was your dumbass thinking?
I was just living.
I know this guy
I was
did
just-
this.
It's
Honestly,
just free.
I was just hanging
honestly,
around.
you know what? I used to think like,
But I do think that sometimes I'm like,
all right,
I don't want to be an idiot.
I'm gonna ask you guys. this. Is this like this moment where like, I used to think sometimes I used to think sometimes like people are smarter, but then once you start talking to people, it's like you're not that much smarter than me.
But then there's also those people who you think are like idiots that
And they're
are
smart.
smarter. Yeah.
Yeah, not with Chano. I know Chano's.
He's not
No. I'm
Where
saying
did
I
that
know.
come from?
Listen, I know Chano's pretty smart,
Oh no.
but I always used to think that Chano was like smarter. But I was like, I say Chano's probably the smartest out of our group. I would put him up there.
I don't know about no more. I don't.
No, I
What
would
are you
say
smart as in what?
Like
I don't know,
IQ or
as in,
like just.
Like, you
Smart
d-
as in,
give him
like-
math problem.
well, he was smart in school, obviously.
Yep.
I
he
was lazy. I'll be honest. I was smart, but I hated school at the same time. I did not want to put effort towards it. I didn't see a point. I really just wanted to finish it and get out. I honestly
What's
did not.
this is a good question. What's your like a key memory? It could be like something that happened, or it could be something a teacher told you, or something you learned from school. I remember something that stick. I asked that because I remember this teacher once told me, Mr. Burgess.
Like Capital?
He told me once he would always like be yelling at me, like I would like deserve it or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. And I remember one time he was like, "You have so much potential, but you put in the least amount of work," and that always stuck with me. And I kind of see myself doing that with like anything.
Just trying to slide by.
Just like there's potential there, but you're
Yeah.
like putting in the least amount of work.
I don't know if anybody's told me like something crazy, but I felt like I was always this. I'd take the easier class if it was a choice, but then I'd like get pulled off and like, you should be in the AP class, and I'm like, well, okay, I'll go to the AP class.
Just kind of go with whatever they tell you to do.
But I didn't have nobody like. I was just when I was in class, I was just
do
mind my
your
own
thing.
I
business.
was just there, and
because I really never had any people like later into high school. I didn't have no friends.
Oh, all right. I was never there. I honestly was never there. I was never there, bro. I hate it. Like, it wasn't even like my mom. I remember one time my mom was like, "You getting bullied?" I said, "Fuck no, I ain't bullied. I just want to fucking be there."
That's
People
actually
hate it.
And people would always text me. I remember I had friends in high school, and they would text me like, "No, why didn't you come to school?"
Seeing Ben at school, I'd be like, he showed up. He'd be wearing his
I mean, my sweat, bro. I did not care.
gray sweatpants, gray sweater.
I did not care to be there. I was like, I'm here. I'm comfortable.
Did
Let's
you?
get this day over with.
Was it like a? Was it like a bad feeling? Like you like would go there and then you're like, I just need to get out of here, or was it like, fuck that place, I'm not going?
No,
Because
it
in
wasn't.
middle school, when I first went there to the Vargas, I got this like sick feeling. Like I felt like I was in prison. Like I felt like I just figured any way to get out of there. And so like I had that in middle school. But it wasn't like, fuck school, I'm out of here. It was more so like, I am scared of, like, not in a bad way, just like, I want to get out of here.
Because I enjoyed, it's like, there was days where, like, I mean, for the most part, I enjoyed being in school, but it was just like, fuck, do I want to be here? Like, do I genuinely want to be here? But it's like, I remember I would always just tell myself, I'm like, I mean, you only got to deal with this for so long. So then I would, like, there's days where I would come in, I'm like, because there was like, well, I can't remember what year. It was like my junior year. I came to school like I got it wasn't perfect attendance, but for me, I came like 4 months straight. I didn't miss a single day. And then I hit this wall. I was like, fuck, I don't want to be here. It wasn't like I hate being here. It was more like
Because you already did the 4 months, so it's not the same as
it
mine.
wasn't like I was just like, fuck. I really just don't want to be here. Like sometimes in time was just like not like I didn't have like no nervous stomach or anything.
Yeah.
Or sometimes like it was just like, to be honest, most of the time I was just coming to school to come see these guys because I knew something funny would happen.
It was
You
just
would
like
start-
it was more like a waste of time type.
Yeah,
thing.
it felt like a waste for me because I was like, I mean, I knew how to basically do everything like I really needed, and I feel like, why the fuck am I learning this half the time?
For Mr. Owen's class, it was me, him, Jaden, the villain, and Justin. And we were all like in the back corner. And Ben showed up like the first couple of days, like at first in the beginning. And then he stopped showing up. And then he came back and he had to do like all the.
I had to catch up.
And he was like trying to hang out with us. And Mr. Owen
He
moved him
moved to the
by
front.
himself right by his desk.
So
And he
you
was
just had
over
like
there
a
going
bunch
through-
of papers.
No, just going through like all of logic. Like,
I
he
had to
needed
learn
go through
logic.
all of
I
logic.
learned- I
like all the
learned
tutorials.
Almost all the logic by myself. He didn't because I wasn't
We were
there.
all in the corner and he was just by himself.
Did you have to do any of those E2020 classes?
Yeah, I did E2020 for. What was it? I didn't have math. It was just like language arts because I never went. That was my first period. Always come to school late when I did show up. I was never there. I had to do an elective. I can't remember what elective it was. And I had to do one more. There was like two more classes. I think it was like what was it? I know it was math. It wasn't algebra 2. It was like
Pre-calc?
I think it was like pre-cal. Did that by myself. And honestly,
Trig or something.
some of them, like some of the beginning tests, like I flew by, and then like when it started getting later on in E2020, I would honestly just cheat sometimes. I was like, I'm not putting this effort.
Oh, I definitely cheated. I had to do E2020 for some reason.
No, and I was like, fuck that. But it was like I was only like 4. I only was missing 4 credits.
Ooh, this is a good topic. They're never gonna see this, but this dude has been telling our parents that he's still in school. Like whenever and then I'm just sitting there like,
I know. Every time it's just
Does-
like
does your sister
everyone's
know?
there. It's just like no, she's because everyone's there and like
yeah.
then they'll be like, oh, how's school? And I'm just like, I can't just like
But and then in my head I'm like, just say you started and then you like kind of just fell off this semester. But you'll get back on
Yeah,
this next one.
I
It's
need-
like so
yeah.
easy to like
Next
turn
time,
it.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna tell him that I withdrew
I'll
from
be like,
my
yeah, that's
classes.
good. And he'll be like,
Just
what's
tell
your
him to take a year
GPA?
off.
No, I
No,
Literally, you could just say
tell-
like,
just tell-
I
just-
didn't go.
just-
Sorry, but I didn't know
like
how to. do it.
they asked me last year when I was graduating. It's supposed to be this year. Then they asked me this year. I'm like, yeah, next year.
No, just tell.
No, I don't know.
This is
I've always been like that. Though. I put stuff off.
Think about this though. I think it's more like a mental thing. You probably have a
is.
mental block where you're probably like scared of what your parents would think. But honestly,
What
the
are
way
they gonna
I see
do?
it, just like there's nothing you can do about it. Just say, honestly, mom, dad. I tell my mom and dad straight up sometimes. Like, honestly, I didn't do it. I didn't. Wait, what can you do? And then it's like they're like obviously they're gonna tell you like something, but it's like they're not gonna be like super upset.
Yeah.
Because the more you
I'm
hold
a-
off, the more they're gonna be like. I feel like parents probably get in their head like, why didn't he
it's
trust
been going
us?
on for way too long. I'm just afraid of. I hate disappointment.
They're not gonna be disappointed.
I've gone that a couple times, like last year and a half.
No, I think that's so funny. I'm always sitting there like in my head. What is this
Every
guy
time I say it,
doing?
I'm just like, I'm gonna eat.
Don't
like-
be scared, bro.
But that's how
I
I've been.
hate-
Like I say stuff just to. I hate.
Please,
I
are
do
you a
it.
pleaser?
No, I do it just to like live another day. Like now I won't hear them say
Yeah,
that for like
today.
at least a couple weeks. Like,
Yeah, but
I'll next
You're
couple weeks
cruising.
I'm fine.
Cherry. I hate that because.
No, but that's all I hate it too. But that's just always how I thought, and I don't know why I think like
think-
that.
But I used to do that too.
I do
but
that with
then
everything.
learning how to just like you think the truth is gonna be disappointing, but the truth is actually the. If you just told them the truth, they would like you gotta be talking about something. Oh, well then blah 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 blah. I don't know. I'd rather just
Do
not.
you think your
lie.
dad would honestly try to tell you like, well,
Maybe he would say like, well, no, I know he wouldn't care, but he would probably say like, oh, well, why do you not even like the way you're going to school for? And then that could start a whole nother conversation. Maybe you don't even like what you're going to school for.
Maybe I don't. I picked a random.
Yeah,
I went through engineering, and I was like,
it's a good one.
no, it's not. It honestly wouldn't be a bad one, but it's
you know,
like
what-
I didn't.
Fuck that. That's not even what you
Anything in
wanna
college,
do.
I wasn't like, oh yeah.
you know what
That's
you,
what I'm
you
passionate
should have done.
for.
I feel like what you would do. You're just trying
Yeah.
to fuck up your own system. You create a system, you're trying to fuck it up as much as you can, to see what you can do to make it better.
That sounds pretty sick.
And people are like, you get paid good for that.
It's like designing a game and then trying to find all the
All the bugs, dude.
bugs, baby.
I think also going to Northern was like part of the reason too.
College. Honestly, say fuck it. I would say because
I honestly need 2 classes to get my associates.
Yeah, just get that.
Oh,
you'll
just
be
get
you'll
your
be happy.
associates.
Yeah, I will. But like, I feel like Northern really, it was like it felt worse than high school. Like it was like this is college. Like I'm going to the same 2 classrooms in this lonely building. There's 2 tweakers right next to me
There's a tweaker over
that
here.
have been here, and I'm
A
like,
little midget standing over there for some
I have
reason.
to drive 40 minutes just to
Little
go
midget
to a
Allen
class for 2 hours.
Shout out Alan.
Alan and his little midget. Remember every time we go to my fucking Freddy's, this little fucking midget. There he is.
I've been wanting to go on a trip, so like thinking. I was just saying that I'm pumped for the
I'm so
Rio. So yeah, but I also really want to like. I need something I've been stressing about lately. Not stressing, but I just want like. I loved going to Arizona for that month. I want to do another thing like that, even longer or something different.
I feel like,
There's more to life.
yeah, I feel like that would be fun. And then I don't know.
It just sucks because it ends.
Yeah, but what you guys went to, that probably was fun because we were only there for 4 days.
That Arizona trip to me was fun because I had I still had all my money. I just like left my job and I was like, I'm so ready to go do something. But I felt so bad leaving Kat. Oh, I felt so bad. But I was like,
was
like,
she
"I'm-"
hurt?
she was honestly hurt. She was all, because I told her just
It's 'cause
go,
she had to
just tell
work
your
or what?
boss. And like just tell your boss like, come on, like you'll miss Sunday and we're coming back Monday. Or we left Friday, huh? What was it?
Thursday, I think we left Thursday. And came
Thursday,
back or
and
something.
she was off. So I told her, just tell him you're not gonna be back. Like, just and she's like, I can't, cause I already like did this. I think it was for the last cabin. She's like, I can't. So I just told her, I said, I want to go still. She's like, well, you can go. But I was like, it was more like a, you can go, but like,
Fuck you.
you really gonna leave me kind of thing. And I was like,
But yeah,
'cause
I
I know
want to.
she would have. It would have been fun having her there.
Yeah, definitely. The more
Plus, she would
people-
have actually made some fucking food for us instead of us buying. We went to
Some
that
shitty
pizza place with
ass.
Alan. That was fun. Me, you, and Alan went to that random pizza
remember
place.
when we went to that restaurant and that girl waiter, well, she liked your chain. Or I don't know, something, and we're always fucking with her.
I was telling Alan,
Ask her on the
come
way
on,
out
she-
for a number.
Well,
So
Alan,
should I?
get her number, Alan. Come on. He's like, I don't know, bro.
Should I? He's all come with me, Fobs.
He's like, telling me. Alan's so.
That guy's a character.
Alan, I know you're watching this shit. Get your little happy ass over here. You can sit right there where Grizzly sitting. Side 2, I know you're fucking watching this shit. Sorry about last time. I apologize, dude. I didn't mean to get your little panties wet. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
We have some good questions for you, Si.
We have good questions for you, for Cole, for Alan, for Kat.
Miguel.
I want Miguel. I texted
Miguel
Miguel.
posted.
I want him.
Call
We
him,
just
you
need
want
him whenever he's off. Whenever he's off, I told him I might get him on. Javi,
People got stories.
Javi, Fernie. I want to get you guys on.
That's something I actually want to do is tell like funny like stories. Really get into the depth of them, like some old stories that we have. But we'd have to like know what we're.
This is just a quick one.
So what's a quick story?
So supposedly, I saved Fabian's life.
Oh, you read my mind. What the
You
fuck?
saved his
I was gonna
life.
ask you this one time. Is it about the hay bales one?
Yeah, I was gonna.
I was gonna ask you if that actually happened.
Yeah, that did.
Okay,
Because
good.
I remembered it.
Yeah, okay. Because
But
for
I was
some
like-
reason I thought that I like dreamt that up, and I
Right,
thought
yeah.
about it.
So
the
I'll
whole
tell
time.
you what happened. I didn't forget who's friends with some neighbor that had.
His name was Saul.
So he had a bunch of the big hay bales like rolled up in a circle, like probably like 6 feet, 7. No, maybe like. We're tall. Yeah. And we're running around like 5 of us, pushing each other off of them. Like the last one standing wins. So
I would like jump from one to the
Yeah, we
other,
were, like,
and we had
jumping around.
teams. We had teams.
So Fabian was like on the other team, and I came and I pushed him off, and I looked down below, and there's this big old metal thing, like
It was like an old car frame, all
but it
like
was,
all
like-
rusty.
and like right when he was like, I don't know how, but I caught him by his foot,
As he pushed me, I'm like, "No, I'm on your team."
and
and
I
he-
caught him by his foot,
Yeah, and I was just hanging there.
like some Spider-Man shit. And I was gonna ask you, like, do you think like,
Yeah, I think I would have gotten really hurt.
'cause,
Sometimes I think that I actually fell and I died, and I'm not alive right now.
no, I caught you.
No, I got you.
No, but I actually was thinking about that the other day, and I was like, I don't know if that actually happened, but it did.
Yeah, that did. But I was like, that was just like a, how did I catch you by your foot? Like
I know.
that's like,
That
That's
doesn't
just your
happen.
instincts kicking
And
in.
like, how would you catch me and not fall off with me?
yeah, like I don't but I remember that like I caught you by one foot.
Yeah.
But I don't remember you like
No.
dangling off like.
I remember dangling like this.
No, but think about it. That's your adrenaline. You saw something and your body just said, act.
Yeah, but
It's
like
not
it was
even-
like right there. Like I pushed him off and I like see it and I was like,
You guys don't ever think about like, I feel like that's a sixth sense is when your body doesn't
acts.
think, it just
Reacts.
reacts. Your brain doesn't even
ultra
process, you just do.
ultra
You
instinct.
go ultra instinct. Your brain's not even.
You went
you
Kyle
don't process
Ken.
it. You just do it.
Shout out Chano, saved my life.
Maybe world will never know. We live to see another day.
All right,
I
guys.
could be dead.
We're gonna go back. No, we're not gonna go back to this, but I'm gonna see. Out of all of us, let's rank each other.
Oh yeah,
Out
give
of
me
the friend group.
Oh,
Rank as in what? What's the rank?
We're gonna rank each other. Who do you think is the smartest?
smart.
I think like in terms of like
Just in terms of just
All
like,
right, who's in the
Oh.
friend group?
everybody, just like everybody we know. No, we won't make it like a huge list, but I guess like people that you like we'll add me.
Maybe let's start from the bottom. Maybe let's start from the bottom.
because you can go off like you're smart
Yeah.
like in the stuff you can do like he can do all this
Intelligent.
stuff like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
we can
like,
edit like
we can go smart, emotionally smart, but there has to be a contrast between both. It's like mixing them both. Overall, who takes the cake as like being smart?
I'll give it to him. I don't know anybody else. Javi's in school, but I think
I'm gonna
some
give
shit he
it
says isn't so
to-
bright.
Yeah, Javi, I think you.
You have very good words.
Yeah, there's different types of smart.
No,
like your speech, like you can use big words correctly, and I can't.
Bro, it's because this is the thing that people don't understand. Some people like Kat at first when she saw all my manga when she first saw it, I had a bunch. You even read all this? I read. I like to read. Reading is very fun to me. I enjoy reading books or stuff like that.
Mm.
You learn stuff. And then for me, this is one thing I notice is I see a word and I just need to see it once, like read it in the way that's supposed to be used, and my brain just kind of retains that. And big words just come out. And when I get mad sometimes, Kat says, when you get mad, it bugs me because you articulate and you say such big words, and I'm like, it bugs me because I said, because I'm bugged, and I feel these are the words that really specifically explain how I feel.
I like when, like, you're explaining something and that word is the word that comes into your head to use. That's usually when I'll use, like, a bigger word.
I feel like you guys are pretty good with like, your words, too.
But, like, when you go on rants, like, when you're doing the space stuff, like, you're quick to, like, use stuff that makes sense.
Definitely.
But my brain just
Like,
picks.
even if it doesn't
language,
make sense, it sounds like it makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll rank.
All right, I'll say this. Or you go first.
Let me go first.
Right. I'm gonna say this.
I'm gonna do. You just told me to go first.
You said go first. You go. Pause first. I'll go after.
Okay, so I'm gonna do different kind of ranks. I'm gonna say.
And reasonings. We need some reasonings.
I'm gonna say, all right. I'm gonna give Jaden one type of smart, as in, like, emotionally smart. Like, I don't even know what that really means, but, like, I think he's smart as
He knows
in
what he wants.
life. He's life smart.
Yeah.
Like, he understands people's hurt. That's a smart. When people, like, are able to feel for you, or, like,
empathy. He has, like, a lot of empathy for people.
I think you're one of the smartest, as in, like, on the fly type stuff.
Oh, quick-witted.
You're quick-witted.
That's what I get from my dad.
These like character builds.
I think I'd put myself up there as.
I think you're very empathetic. I feel like you understand, or at least you try to understand what people are going through.
I agree.
I feel like that's why a lot of people like to talk to you
I agree.
about emotional stuff, because you kind of
I'm
get
an
it.
emotional person, 100%. I'm guaranteed. You know, I'm a Cancer. You know what they say about the Cancer.
Don't start with.
I have cancer.
I don't know about it. I don't know
Remember that,
about it, but I know that's a thing.
That's maybe mine. Sorry.
I'm gonna give Chano.
You know what? I'm gonna say this, John.
No, I'm gonna give Chano an entertainment. As far as entertainment and knowing what people will like, that's a very strong thing to have.
All right, this is one thing I want to say about you, John. This is not a negative connotation. Emotionally, I feel like sometimes you just don't get it.
Emotionally.
I'd agree, and let me tell you why I agree.
I feel like sometimes you just don't get it. I feel like sometimes maybe it just flies over your head, or even like sometimes maybe like this is the thing that I had a serious problem with Kat. Well, not a serious problem. Like when we first started dating, I told her I have a man's brain, because when we would fight sometimes, I come up with a solution like that. Like, oh, somebody's doing this, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't need you to solve my problem. I just need you to listen. And that's why I kind of started like, all right, I guess. I feel like you're the type of person like, just do it. I'm not gonna listen. Just do that.
Yeah.
Wait.
Like even when it comes to like maybe like even like arguing with somebody, you're kind of just like you don't. It's not that you don't take in consideration of people's feelings, but it's more like a.
It's more logically thinking.
Yeah, it's more logical thinking
rather than emotionally thinking.
You don't really think too emotionally. You're more like a. All right, just do this and it'll
We're
fix your
gonna do
problem.
this
I don't
and-
understand what the problem is. Just do that.
That's wild that you're saying that, because that's like
Spot on.
that's pretty.
No.
Why do you think it's wild?
Just because like when I do argue, like I'm the one that's like I hate arguing, so I'm just like
Just go along with
whatever will like get it done the fastest to like clear it up. I'm like that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. It's like obviously like I care, like I'm gonna do that, but like it's just I'll say sorry like a lot just to like hopefully like
it eases it.
like obviously like I'll take it in, I'll be like, yeah, I'll fix that. But like I just don't like arguing. I like peace.
What about you? What do you feel? What was the one thing you were gonna add?
I was gonna add like
Just say it.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to think of how to say it. Like what I even want to say. Like the little thing out there, the little path.
Oh yeah.
That's just an example. Or like I walked in there the other day because it was trash. I was taking out the trash and there's in the cardboard box. There's just like a whole bunch of trash. It's not a big deal. Like I really don't care. But I'll be like,
is that kind of like yeah. No, not like a I'm sorry, but it's more like I know, I'm sorry. Like more like I know, my bad kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's like, okay,
Yeah, it's just like all right.
that's gonna fix it. Which is like, that's just how it is.
Yeah, I don't feel like you don't get it. Maybe you just don't get emotionally attached, or like you don't have like.
Yeah, like if I did that, the reason I say that, like if I ran over that, I'd be like, fuck.
Like, I'd be.
Let me try to figure out how to fix it, and that's probably going overboard. Like I don't
Yeah.
even need to do that, but that's because I get too emotional attached about it.
Or you're like you're thinking too much about like how much
I
effort
overthink
someone
it.
did this, and you're like, fuck,
Yes.
well now I got it.
I realize the effort. I
Yeah.
realize the thing, so I'm like,
Whereas Charles like, I
he's
understand.
like, oh shit. Wait, what's in here?
Charles like, I understand that I did this, but I can do this another day. All right, this isn't.
All right.
No, that's.
Oh,
one
here's
thing.
another example. Here's another example. Like the night that I was going to Arizona, and I remember I would text you. I'd be like, hey, and you like would tell me like, you don't need to tell me to like clean the house, or you don't need to tell me to, but I would tell you so that you realize. But that's like, it's hard to explain it. It is hard to explain.
I know, like you.
Like that night, I remember I was going to Arizona the next day early, and we were here. Like I was part of it, but then after, like the music still boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, and I don't expect him to like take control of everything. Hey, turn that down, turn that down. But like I would like it if you would.
Yeah.
But it's not a big deal. It's just how it is.
You know what? I'm.
I love Chano for who he
This
is.
this is good that we're having this conversation. I'll tell you this. I remember me and Foz one night. This isn't towards you, but I remember this is one thing about Foz. I always tell Foz. This is a problem I tell Foz. This is the problem. Me and Foz always do 3 things I love about you and 3
Ooh,
things
this is a good one.
we always do this. Me and him. We tell each other. I tell Foz, one thing I don't like that you don't do is you don't tell people. If you want us to leave, tell us to leave. If you want us to clean up, just say it. Don't be afraid, because I feel like Foz is like more caring, more like.
Yeah, he's.
I'm gonna let you guys do it. You know, you guys are having fun. He's more thinking about like the whole system. Where like as like, I tell Fobs, if you really don't, just do it.
Because
just do it. That's me though.
The real thing that I would want is for you guys to stay, but be respectful. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna come in here, everybody, turn on the music, and
you
then
don't
I
wanna
just
mess-
look like a
Yeah.
dickhead.
You don't
Like,
want to
look
mess
like a
up the
little
vibe.
loser.
That's understandable. But I always tell Fobs, that's one thing. I'm like, Fobs, just say it. I'm the type of person, if you don't say it, I feel like.
And usually I would. That's when I would send the message.
Yeah.
But sometimes it just doesn't get across.
And then me and Fobs were talking about. Fobs sent you a text message, because me and Fobs were talking, and he's like, man, I love Chano, but I don't know how to really tell Chano that I like care. Like I really do care about him. I love him so much. I would do anything for him. I said, Fobs, just tell him.
But then on
You
your
told him.
birthday, remember on your birthday we like just sat
Yeah.
in there and talking. That was fun.
That was like
So
our
we
first
do.
time we like talked in a while, but I don't know. It's just like even when it's just like me and you here, and it's like I don't know, like
Yeah. Sometimes it's like you don't have to do that.
Yeah, like,
I
I don't
like
know,
just
like-
hanging out with you.
No, but I felt like you, Fobs at that time. I feel like you were struggling with like I want to tell him I care about him, but I don't want to come off as like not clingy or weird, but like I don't want to come off as like.
Yeah, I get it. And
Yeah.
I'm like that with a lot of people. And I've noticed that there's certain people that I just click with. There's certain people that it's harder to click with. But that doesn't mean that I still won't talk to them. That still doesn't mean that I won't try. But I'm not gonna be like, bro. But it should be that easy to be like, bro, I love you. Bro, I love you.
I don't want to be walking in my room sometimes telling me I love. I say I love you too, dude. But man, get the fuck out.
It's actually hard to. I've noticed that, like today. Sometimes I like want certain people to ask me things, and then whenever they do, I'm like, I don't react the way in my head that I want to react. And like certain times that will happen, and I don't know why I'm like that.
You think it's like more like are you a people pleaser? Or are you like I don't want to ruin this right now?
In certain things, but like say for example, I want to talk to somebody about whenever they're here, something happens that I don't like, and then I don't bring it up. But if they bring it up,
Then you'll talk about it.
I would hope so. But I'm saying I probably wouldn't.
There's like a block there. You just like,
Yeah, I'm like, fuck.
well, they apologize, or it's like if they said something.
Yeah.
They kind of recognize what they did. I feel like.
I don't know. I'm just in my head a lot, to be honest.
Are you an overthinker? Are you a big overthinker?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you an overthinker? I don't take you as an overthinker. I feel like you're more like me. I'm like, I don't overthink. Man, maybe my brain just ain't got the capacity to overthink. But I feel like some things just happen. I'm like, fuck, that happened. But
No, I am an overthinker.
fuck, that happened.
I don't know, like how, like I don't know how we could even like explain what that is, an overthinker.
Like it's like if when our parents ask me if I'm going to school, I'm like
your brain
I'm like
goes
over
into.
there, I'm like thinking a bunch of things. I just say the first thing. I'm just.
But I don't know if that's an overthinker. That might just be
Or
a
maybe not.
panic in that moment.
I feel like overthinker would be best described as like a person that like always thinks of like the worst outcomes or worst situations, and they can't really or they see a situation and they want to say something, but they're like, well, I don't know how this is gonna affect this, so I better keep this to myself. But I really want to say something, but I can't.
I don't think it's an overthinker that I am. I think I'm going back to the people pleaser thing. I think it's more of that.
You think that eats you? Does it really get to you sometimes?
It's not like a big old deal, but sometimes like if I want to say something, or if I want to do something, that might stop me from. But usually I'm like, well, it's just not the time. I'm
All
pretty
right.
positive about it.
All right, so you're a people pleaser. You're a little emotional, guys. Let's talk. Let's try to. What am I? Sometimes, you know what? I'll say this about myself. You know what? I feel like sometimes I could be a little obnoxious.
Yeah, I think sometimes you could be.
I can push it. I'm over the top. That's one thing.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I
You're
don't know
over
when
the
to
top.
stop. I don't know when to stop. That's a,
You don't know
We-
when.
we
I
can
think
keep
it's a.
We recorded?
Yeah, we're recording.
All right.
I think it's a. You don't know when. Sometimes it's you don't know when to stop. Sometimes it's you don't know when to leave. Sometimes it's you don't know when
Yeah.
to.
I feel like I just keep because I'm just like a. I don't know. My energy never fucking drops. I don't have a fucking limit.
That's
It
not
isn't-
bad though. It's not like it's not bad.
But it's like I feel like with me, like there's like I've been getting better now because after the podcast, I be bouncing sometimes. I was like,
yeah,
I
and
think
I'm
you
not.
guys
I don't
understand.
know, and I don't want you to leave. But it's like sometimes I'll be like,
Yeah, I could tell you're tired, and that's why like now I'm like, all right, we did the podcast. I get this out. I gotta go home because I don't. If I know if I stay here, I'm gonna end up talking about some shit. And I'm gonna stay here for like 2 hours.
But see, sometimes I think it's the things that we don't like about people that we actually love about them. Like if you weren't like that, I don't know if I would even like you the same.
Tell me something. What was something you honestly don't like? Tell me. I want to hear this.
I'm
We'll
just-
all say something about each other.
I just told you. Sometimes you don't know when
Yeah.
to leave. Sometimes
And-
you don't know when to stop.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't.
It's like for me, it feels like it's an ongoing bit, and I just like I don't know how
Oh
to
yeah.
stop it.
Actually, today I was thinking, like sometimes I run through these scenarios in my head, and we were sitting here, and I was saying, no funny this time. Let's just talk like let's just talk. It could be funny. Funny things happen, but it's like always just like funny. Always like this made up world rather than like let's just like be ourselves and which we are right now. We are.
Sometimes the bits can get a little.
Sometimes
too
the
much.
bits are a little
They can
jagged
drag a
out.
little.
But that's like Ben. That's just who
Yeah.
you are.
But that's the thing though. Is like with me, I'm the type of person like unless I hear somebody say like stop, my mind's like man,
I
dude,
don't
keep
think
on
I'll
going,
ever tell you
man.
just.
Because a cat tells me something, she's like, stop it, and I'm like, even then sometimes I'm like, you ain't gonna tell me to stop.
No, 'cause
And it's funny.
Sometimes I enjoy like when you just go like in Xbox parties. I hope you don't stop.
Never.
But then like when we're doing that car bit, like,
Yeah.
it was
Sometimes
fun.
like it's.
Yeah, like it was funny, and I was like,
No,
like, I was
saw
like
that
enjoying
though.
myself,
And
and
then
then
we, like, walked
yeah,
out
then
of
you
it.
came back, and it's like, then I'm like, all right, like I'm still gonna
This is
feed
the end
into
of
it
it.
because it's enjoyable, but like I'm like, yeah,
You're tired. I can tell when you're tired. That's when I'm like, all right.
And then
I
I'll
gotta
say
go.
something like,
But I would
"Ben,
never
get
want
out."
you to stop that because those are stories. Those are.
That's just me being stupid though. That's just me trying to funny.
I think it's more enjoyable than.
Than a nuisance.
like Tono. I feel like Tono. I enjoyed Tono and Alan were helping me move. But me and Alan, I think there's one thing that me and Alan do is that me and Alan always like talk. We always talk shit, but it's like the funniest thing ever. Cause Alan says the funniest, stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what did he say? Like, he grabs all my nick, right? He grabs all my nick, and he just goes,
Walks into the room.
and he runs out, and then he says something's something's dumb to me, and I make fun of him, and he goes, "Shut the fuck up, fat ass," or something. I'm like, like he said something stupid, and it just makes me laugh because it's like, I don't know, it's just like Alan being Alan. Like I know that's Alan, so Tom was laughing. You know what? Alan feeds into it when you guys laugh. Alan fucking feeds into it. I can just tell because you see his little smirk. I'm like, oh, you ugly. Yeah. No, but I don't know. That's one thing. What's one thing you guys say about me? One thing honestly, genuinely like you guys.
And then let's
like,
do the we love about, and then.
Well, yeah, we'll do that. But let's get all the dislikes right now.
Yeah, I agree.
I told Fabian. Mine for Fabian is just like, really. Sometimes I just wish you would just say.
Just tell them how it is.
Yeah, don't. I mean, it's good to think about people's feelings, but it's also really good to be like.
Yeah, you gotta set your boundaries.
I understand your guys' feelings, but like, guys, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I love you guys, but I'm seriously tired. I don't want to hear music.
I'll work on that.
That's
something that I should. That's something that I actually should work on. Yours is more so like a little like it could be like annoying. That's it.
Yeah, mine's more like it keeps going. I just gotta know when to stop.
But don't stop. That's like actually what makes you.
And then with Chano's, what would Chano's be? What'd you say? What would you say Chano's is? What's something that Chano's
lack of awareness.
I would say, yeah.
Lack of, but see, then again, that's like too much of that could be bad too. But yeah, just a little lack of.
I get where it's coming from.
Yeah. So, those are my three.
What do you say?
You just gotta give one to Ben and me, right?
I mean,
no, like I already had. I'm just. It would be the procrastination part, but not like because I procrastinate too and things, but like. When we say we're gonna record a video on Saturday, sometimes we don't record, and then sometimes I'm like, all right, Ben, let's record a video. And you're like, all right, bet. And then I'll be like waiting there for like an hour.
Then I finally hop on.
Yeah, and then even with like stuff where you're like, yeah, I wanna stream, and then like I'm like, all right, Ben, like you said that, like I want you to stream on. I want you to stream on Saturday. You're like, yeah, I am, and then like you don't stream, and I'm like,
it's because damn. I don't know. This is one thing I always told you. I told you guys like earlier in the podcast. If I don't feel that the vibe is right for me that day, I don't feel like it's gonna be good. I know I could just say fuck it, let's do it, but then I'm also that person that thinks like, I just don't think it's gonna be good if I do that. Like if I'm not wanting to really, really do it.
But then I've heard you say before, even when I'm not feeling it, I just show up. And I know
I'll show
will
up.
Happen.
But then, like this is specifically when it comes to streaming, though. This is not like with YouTube. Right? This is streaming. I feel like there has to be because when I stream, I end up streaming for hours. If I'm not gonna stream for hours, then I don't want to do it because I feel like if I do a 2-hour stream, it's not really worth it. I feel like it has to be like at least like 4 or 5 plus hours, or else I feel like it wasn't a stream.
Give me one.
I kind of like that, like. Communication, because like even like with me, like whenever we were talking about like the parties and stuff, like everyone would text me like, yo, are we going to Fops tonight? I'm like, fuck. And I'll ask you, then I'm like, you'll say yeah, and I'm like, I don't know if he like really wants to. Then I'm like, I don't know, sometimes I don't know how you feel about certain things, but like I just like will play just because like you say yeah, and I'm like, all right.
And sometimes it's like me. It's probably like the same thing as me telling you. You probably might have not even wanted to come do the podcast today. It's like you're chilling, and I'm like, "Chana, you coming?" Yeah. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
I feel
like it's just communication.
I feel like Fobs. I would say Fobs on New Year's. Fobs did a good job because I told him we're gonna pull up. He says, "You know what, bro? I have a headache." And I appreciated that because he said, I got a headache. That's one thing I like. He told me. I appreciate when people are honest.
Yeah.
I feel like honesty goes a long way.
I agree.
I feel like Fobs is honest, but Fobs, this is one thing I go back to Fobs, is just Fobs sometimes he's like, well, fuck, just because I'm not feeling it doesn't mean that, they shouldn't. But sometimes I feel like you have to, that's one thing, I feel like you just have to be like, maybe tomorrow, guys.
There's a fine line where it could be seen as dickheady, and I could turn people off. Like there's people that might not even come around because they feel. Sometimes I feel like that with Jaden and them. I think that sometimes they feel that it's more of a nuisance us working on the album.
I don't know. I feel like
Or maybe they just don't want to come. Or they're just like doing their thing.
I just feel like sometimes like they say let's do it, but they always fall out. I feel like if you're gonna say you're gonna do something, let's do it.
Yeah.
You gotta do it. No, I'm not saying with the show. I'm saying like when it comes to like,
and we're all victims to that.
No,
Like,
I know, but in the group chat, like when you put that idea out there, at least say you're not gonna come. Which Fernie will say, I'm not gonna be able to make it. But then it's like all of us are here already.
mm-hmm.
It's like, well, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, we all have our verses. What we gotta do?
Because if they come, like, if Jaden would said, like, he's here, I would, like, come. But it's like, but then again, when we're all here, we kind of don't do shit.
But I feel like we've
So you
been,
fuck
we've
around
been
a
getting
lot.
better. Well, I mean, all of our parts are. I think I only have one song to do. I
You
just
don't
have
even
one
have
song.
to do it. It's like done. Honestly, it's a big part of it's waiting on me right now. I keep stressing about that. I need
Well,
to just sit there and edit it.
We're just waiting for, like I said, it just comes down to Fernie and Jaden. Not trying to call you guys out, but we're just honestly just waiting for you guys because I want to hear you guys is like, all right, I want to do this first. Like Jaden's been pretty good when he comes over. He's like, I'm gonna redo this because I didn't like it. Fernie, on the other hand, Fernie comes here, but I don't feel like Fernie hears like
Last
the
time he
final
was-
product. He kind of comes and he does what he has to do, and then he's like, oh, I gotta go.
It's more of a I have to do it rather than like let's like make it
Yeah,
good.
let's do it. Like
That's another thing is I would rather people be here regarding it being this podcast, rather it being the album, whether it being a video, that they want to be here. We want to be here. And that's what I was trying to say about the cooking one, because we all felt like we wanted to be there. The other one, sometimes it's like that
Yeah.
rock band one was starting
a little
to feel
forced.
and not even that it just started feeling like that for some reason.
Mhm.
I don't know why.
Still made for a good video.
Yeah. I
Still
feel like
in
it
the-
was, I don't
still in
know.
the vault.
I feel like some videos are like, I want to be like, some like that, like just like on the
Uncut.
fly, and then some like,
You want a little
like
structure.
yeah,
I
like
agree.
we're gonna do this part, then we're gonna do this scene.
Because then that gets, if
Is
we're
that
doing them all that way, then we're kind of just like, it's kind of lazy.
Yeah, but it's not bad. But then
We
like, there's a
want-
lot of things we can do that way, but like this, like we couldn't do it. Like we could,
Yeah.
but
It
like
wouldn't be the same
Yeah.
video.
I feel,
agree.
I
You're
feel like
right.
that's where one of us has to step up into the role of like really organizing it.
That's another thing is sometimes people need to, if you want something done, you have to step up in the role.
You can't just like say it and then expect other people to do it for you.
yeah.
That's one thing.
And I appreciate you with the podcast because I think without you saying the thing
Let's
every
do
week,
it.
yeah, I would just kind of
I
wait.
want to do the pod like the pod. I don't care that I don't even care about the views and stuff. I just think it's fun.
I
'cause-
think the views are great.
I want to
No.
do the podcast, but with it, I'm not. That goes back to me kind of being like, I don't want to bug them.
No, I don't. See, the thing is, like, I want to do it, and the thing is, I don't want to drag you guys in it. But I feel
No,
like
I'm
now,
in it.
like, we're already these episodes in,
We're actually double
Let's just-
digits this episode.
and it's like, let's just keep doing it, cause I feel like now, like, I feel like we have the consistency down. Like now, we're just waiting for something to just. Honestly, we're just waiting for something to blow up, like a clip, or something. Like we're just waiting for
That's what
something
I
to
need
really
to-
shoot.
Start doing too.
And that's one thing. Like come back, like John said, I hate my procrastination, but man, I know it sounds like an excuse, but man, work sometimes can fucking kill
Yeah, that's why I
my
like.
whole thing. And I'm like, I wanted to do this weekend, but I'm like, I really just can't even think about doing that because I'm like, not that hanging out with Cap.
But I don't know which one's right. Which one's.
Yeah, that's why I say it comes down to how you feel. Because there's some the weekends, like when Sean asked me to record, I'm like, yeah, let's record. I'll record. Some days I was like, man, I'm really doing this right now, or I'm out in town or something. I'll be there later, and then I get home because it'll be like 2 hours later, like an hour. I get home, like the energy I had to do that is not there.
No, I
It
get
is
it.
not there.
Well, let's wrap this one up, guys. We're at hour 30 in.
Oh wait. We still never finished our smart tier list. Hold up. Let's just come as a collective.
Okay.
Let's not do individual. We'll do.
Or we could
collective.
just do it, but with no comments. Let's do that. I'll go first. Ben, I love your persistence with the podcast. Without it, I feel like we wouldn't have this. So thank you. Chano, I love your... Chano just being Chano inspires me Like, he's just a cool dude. He's got the style. He's got the funniness.
I got a receding hairline.
Sometimes I just
You
look
got a
at this
receding
guy.
hairline. Do you?
You on the show.
Do you have a receding hairline?
No, Chris pushed me back. I'll show
Let me
you.
see it. I ain't
Push
gonna
that
do
shit back.
It ain't bad. It's just a little up.
Widow's Peak, but he pushed it back further than needed. All right, sorry.
But yeah, Chano is just a cool guy and an inspiration to me. And to a lot of people, especially to me. I look up to this dude, even though he's my little brother.
All right. Here's what I have to say. Nice things about you two fellas.
Yeah.
Chano, I really appreciate and I like how you are always willing to honestly take the initiative and try to learn something. Or, like, you're not one to just kind of throw the idea away. You're like, that sounds kind of cool. Let's see what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we were bringing up, like, the whole... me and you were talking about the whole Berkeley Boys channel. Not saying anything about the boys or anything, but I feel like Chano really is one of the only, like, out of Jaden and everybody who's, like, always been with me to take an initiative to actually do something about it. Like, when it comes to shooting YouTube videos or playing games or doing gaming vids, Chano's, like, really the only one that says, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I said, it's nothing against them. Because, like, I know, like, sometimes, like, maybe, like, they just don't want to. I don't want to force them into that. But he's always like, let's do it.
Mm.
So I really appreciate that. He always takes the first step. He's like a... Or he takes a step with me. It's like a... We can do it together.
You guys are like walking in the same shoes.
Yeah, he gets it, I guess. Or he gets, like, the creativeness or, like, the fun that we'll get out of it, even if it doesn't.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Fabiano?
Mm-hmm,
There's a lot I could say about you.
Give me one.
But, Mr. Fabian, what can I say? You know what? I really appreciate and I like how, honestly, I feel like you're like a positive force for me and Chano. You kind of always give us like a, you guys can do it. You know, it's like more like, it's like motivation or like more like, you know, uplifting. You know, you really did this, and if you or that was funny. I watched you guys' last vid. That was funny, and I appreciate those comments. It's like, hey, thanks. No one really be saying that.
I'm watching, baby. I'm watching.
So I appreciate how you're always uplifting to everybody, and also like how honestly you also join in. You're not just like sitting there. You like to join in. I appreciate that. But, you know, there's a difference from saying I'm gonna do it, and there's a difference from doing it. And you join.
John, let's wrap it up with you.
Ben, I have to say that I love your enthusiasm with everything that comes your way. Doesn't matter what we're doing, you always seem the one to put a little oomph behind it. Everything that comes by, parties, even when you don't drink, everything. I just love when you're the enthusiastic person that bring everyone's energy up. That's a big one for me.
Big.
Fobs, I love your aura. I love your presence. When you're around, it's just like, Fobs is here. It's just like you're like the guy that's like, everyone can like
relax.
Yeah, like
be themselves.
It's just like a nice, when you're around, it's like, yeah. Anything we do, like work with Pops, I'm like, oh, it's with Fobs, yeah. Or just like being around here, or like.
All right, guys. Now that we're here, this is before Super Bowl predictions with the Berkeley Boys. Who do you guys got?
We're going score 2.
Chiefs.
Score 2.
Score 2. I'm going to go San Francisco 27-14. Bam.
I'm going San Francisco 34-24.
I'm also taking San Francisco, but I'm taking. I don't know if it's gonna be. It'll be a high scoring game.
Think.
I'm gonna go. Oh man, I'm thinking about the score. I'm gonna go 28-21. San Francisco. Listen to this.
If any of us get those,
they're gonna have a late drive. They're gonna score. Minute left. Patrick Mahomes throws a pick. That's it.
There you have it. Berkeley Boys out.